If you're new to this channel, we purchased 8 acres full of buildings and abandoned left behind treasures that we're currently going through and trying to clean up. We're trying to turn this little piece of property into our slice of heaven. Through countless dump runs and scrap runs, we've actually found some pretty cool treasures and even some cash. The weather's finally coming around and we're actually starting to clear some land and make some big changes. Come along for the ride and check it out for yourself. If you've seen any of our other videos, where I'm at is currently supposed to be our pasture area, and it is full of trees and brush and shrubs. So I'm currently working in there trying to get that a little bit more cleared out, and that'll make way for me to drag it, level it, and in the end have a really nice big flat pasture full of grass. All right, another weekend out here, getting some work in. We got some more brush piles to burn. Now there is a nice established driveway at the property, but this thing's gonna need some work. The direction of flow needs some changing, and the center is super overgrown with that mud and grass. So I was doing a little bit of experimenting with the box scraper, seeing how hard or soft it was, and if I could till that up just a little bit and try to smooth it out, make it look a little bit cleaner, even bring some of that bigger rock back to the top.
So I'm gonna go find Shay. He's been working his butt off on the little mini while I've been watching the kids. So I'm thinking it's time for a little break. Good timing. Just coming to bring you a beverage. Lot of brush. Okay, so we had some family come up and help us. There is a garden here that is covered in blackberry bushes, but not only that, it is lined with like barbed wire, and it has been a fight to get this fence out. Shay's grandpa's been on the tractor. We've been chaining up posts, trying to pull them out, and we're all covered in barbed wire scratches, blackberry scratches, but I think we almost have it out. And meanwhile, Shay's been out here on the excavator, and I know it's been giving him all sorts of problems today. First it was the starter, now there's some safety switch that's not working. So not only has he been trying to clear, but he's also working on the excavator. So we're gonna go see if we can find him and see what he's been doing. Back here because this is where he wants to dig the perk holes for our septic. He wants them kind of on the side of the house just because this is where the land slopes. So the goal is we have to get all of this cleared and then we can dig our perk holes for the septic. All right, now we're off to find the other half of the fam who is helping tear down the fence and just see what progress they've been making. Like I said, it has been fighting us to get that fence out, so we'll see what they've been doing. I know Grandpa's been on the tractor pulling it out, so we'll see. Okay, here's the progress so far. I don't know if you remember, but this is all fenced in. Looks like most of it's taken down. So this is the fence.
Look at that.
I gotta get up close. Oh my.
I know. Crazy.
Okay, just got back out to the property for another day of work, but I do need to catch up on a little bit of maintenance. That maintenance being on our little Mini here. And for how cheap these things are, this thing has been taking a beating from me. I'm using this thing like it's a 10,000 pound machine and it is just a little bitty guy, but it has been doing a ton of work. I've been pretty impressed with the price point on these things. You can't really beat them. I got this thing cheaper than a backhoe would have cost me for my tractor, and this has a lot more functionality than that. But my little ignition switch went out on me yesterday, and it's probably because it got a little bit of water in it. It's a cheap ignition switch, but I went and picked up another one because pull starting this thing, especially when it's hot out, isn't that fun. So I'm gonna slam a new ignition switch into this, maybe mess with my toggle switches a little bit that were giving me some issues, but we should be good to go. I greased her up yesterday, so really all I need is I just wanna be able to start and shut this thing off like I used to be able to. Perfect, that's all I needed. Gets old starting this thing with pull start. Then just to kind of show you what we've been working on down here in the bottom. So this is down beside the big house. My thinking behind this is we want to build right about where this house is. So I need to start getting some perk holes set so we can do some maybe, permitting designs, all that stuff for a septic system. Right now, that's kind of my main focus. We need to do water, power, and septic. So I was clearing out that top half. Now I've moved down here to this bottom half so I can start opening this up a little bit, give me some room to hopefully get some holes dug so we can get somebody out here for a perk test and get the ball rolling on that.
Okay, so I'm out here cutting out barbed wire. I've cut all these pieces off this fence. And I have just a little bit left to those fence posts. So I'm hoping I can grab the fence posts and just pull, and all that barbed wire that's stuck in those bushes will just come with it. So wish me luck. Okay, change of plans. That's just gonna kill me. I'm gonna cut all the wire off the fence posts. The amount of work we've gotten done today, because we had some awesome friends who not only volunteered their equipment but volunteered their time. There he is out there working on his excavator. So he has cleared this entire pasture for us. Shay's down low continuing to clear down by the house, and this is probably the most work we've gotten done in a single day. So this is awesome. Just knocked down the outhouse. There she is, folks. All her nasty glory. Well, we just found out not only do we have this outhouse, but we have this outhouse hole. He just ran into another outhouse hole. So he moved his outhouse a few times.
been a super long, hot day, but we have gotten so much accomplished. This has probably been one of the best working days we've had as far as groundwork. Our neighbor and friend John brought the excavator back over. He was using it for a bit. He brought himself over. He brought a couple of his kids over. So we got a ton of work going. He was on that thing, doing a bunch of clearing. I was on my little guy. I was on the tractor. Grace was running around on the DR. We were weed whacking. We were organizing. Big day. A lot of progress. A lot of ground getting cleared, which brings in a lot of new light, literally. It's getting us excited because now we're starting to see it open up and turn into, you know, a little bit of the vision. So we're starting to see a little bit of that. So this is cool. So I'm excited. We are one massive step in the right direction. All right, guys, I am back out at the property. It's been a couple days. Weather has not been on our side. Good and bad. Brush fires, you know, we've been burning, so the rain, probably a good thing, but been making the ground very muddy, and it's been making it quite the hassle being out here to get anything done without getting completely soaked and completely covered in mud. Now the weather's finally taken a turn for the better, and I need to get caught up on some stuff. Mostly maintenance. I've been pretty good with keeping track of everything, grease and oil wise, but then we've been busy. We've been burning these piles. I've been using the equipment. Everything's just been getting used for the last couple days. So I need to get caught up on greasing and checks and, you know, all that good stuff. So it's just me out here today. So I am gonna get caught up on greasing all of these pieces of machinery that we've been using. I'm gonna just check them over, make sure they're all in good working order. And then since it's beautiful anyways, I might as well just keep on working after I get all that accomplished, right? Oh, and fuel. I get the pleasure of filling all of these back up because they don't run on hopes and dreams. Wish they did. So let's get everything checked over, topped off, and get back to work. And like I was saying, I have been out here burning the last couple days, so 3 of our really big brush piles, I'm glad to say, are pretty much gone. They're just about burned to the ground. Drink up, girl. Honestly, it probably ain't ready for grease yet, but since it's not mine and I'm borrowing it, I'm making sure to stay on top of it. All right, I'm gonna spin this thing around so I can finish greasing it, and then let's get a little bit of work in today, huh? So I jumped out real quick to grab something fast, and where I'm clearing is where he had his porta potty, and lucky me, I just stepped in it. That's after I've been cleaning it off in the grass. Joy. Well, I was still clearing on this beautiful day, but on account of my foot being covered in human feces, I don't think I can take it anymore. The smell is killing me. So I suppose that'll be a wrap for the day, because I cannot take this smell anymore, so I gotta go hose myself off.